Welcome back to a very important episode of the Careful Boys. Where today we're sitting with Jared and Dr. Mike. Look, hey, there's a lot going on the interwebs right now. We got to dive right into it. There's a little bit about your PhD dissertation.
I forgot to say Mr. Mike, actually.
Yes, I've been demoted.
Wow.
PhD officially PhD has been revoked, and we might reinstate it because we also have the authority.
We have PhDs here.
Ooh, I was gonna say there's like an Ice Cube NWA line, authority to something minority, but that's probably can't.
I got GED, man. Don't worry about me.
That derailed it right away. That being said, yeah, there's some stuff going on. For anybody who we're obviously giant fitness gurus, so you should also watch our content regarding this particular topic. But we've had you on here a couple times. We always enjoy being able to chat with you. I actually do watch your guys' videos on RP and stuff like that, which is why I'm bulking so heavily right now. But that being said,
How much heavier since our first podcast together?
probably like 12 pounds.
He looks sturdier.
Yeah.
Dude, you look good, man.
Yeah. You were always beautiful.
We
you were
always end up
beautiful.
doing this, and I always end up saying some shit that I don't regret.
You were always beautiful.
The way you look at me makes me believe anything. Yeah. I could do anything.
It's getting real.
If it has to do with being good looking, yes.
Hey, just
And dancing.
editor, leave that in. All right. But yeah, right now, there's this dude, Solomon Nelson. Obviously, we're just going to catch him up on a high level, but then I just kind of want to hear your take on some certain things. Who basically did this video that ended up getting a little bit more viral than he had anticipated about Dr. Mike's previous dissertation that he wrote like maybe a decade ago.
12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Is he the guy with the black beard?
No, that's a different Dr. Mike, isn't that? It's Dr. Milo or something.
Solomon is a younger man, quite handsome, I must say.
He is
Because
a
as
handsome
soon as
guy.
I saw someone talk shit about you, man, fuck you, bitch. And I just swiped.
Jeez.
That's my boy.
I don't give a fuck what you have to
he's
say.
trying to just kind of like tear down the dissertation and then ultimately take away the credibility of everything that Dr. Mike has done in the last like 12 years online and everything like that.
Because nothing against him or whatever, but to me, I've always been in the school of thought, if you got real shit to handle, you text people or you handle it. You don't have to tear people down. Like if me and Anthony got some shit, I don't go making I don't go making videos about Anthony. I just go, yo, dude, that was fucked up or whatever.
But then Anthony's response is kind of like, let's just fucking air this out now.
Let's air this out on YouTube videos. I post one, you post one, I post one.
Yeah, no, you guys against each other. Just be like, just rant.
I think if I knew we were going to get mad views for it, I'd be like, fuck it, let's do it.
Now we know why this happens.
Yeah.
That's strategy, right? Like I'm with Bart. Like if I got beef with you,
The real person that I know? No, dude.
But the person that called you out or whatever, right? Are you guys on speaking terms? And is he even...
No, he's never contacted me.
Was it Milo or whatever?
No, he's talking about Solomon Nelson.
Oh, okay.
So Solomon Nelson, I think, probably genuinely doesn't like a lot of the things I have to say because he maybe disagrees with my style of presentation and maybe considers some of my factual accuracy left wanting. But we're not in touch. And so I think he probably also believes that my attitude has been at times quite egotistical and brash, and he's not wrong. And so in addition to that, I think almost all, if not all of his videos that have ever done above baseline for him, and I mean 10 to 20 times above baseline for views, have been about me. And I would be a massive hypocrite if I didn't say that on the RP Strength channel, we didn't do videos about celebrity athletes and stuff like that also did that. So on that level, 100% mega respect for what he did, zero love lost whatsoever. It is all 100% part of the game. And his critiques were a combination of two things. His critiques on deep methodology and implications of my dissertation were probably less than accurate. I could get into that, but that's really boring. Essentially, he miscaricatured what a PhD is supposed to be and misunderstood the deeper implications of my work.
But he has a PhD.
He does not.
No.
No, I think we're talking about the Milo guy.
No, I'm talking about Solomon.
Milo's on my defensive side. Yeah.
That's to do with the black beard.
Also, I shouldn't have said fuck you to that guy. He was on... I just said anyone that had a serious
You're
face,
talking about
fuck you.
Solomon,
I was
yeah.
just like, fuck you, dude.
So at the same time that Solomon is not credentialed, to my knowledge, credentials are kind of bullshit to begin with. The real talk. I didn't choose the Dr. Mike nickname. People just started calling me Dr. Mike, and I was like, "That's a fucking."
But you do have a PhD, so it's...
I do. So okay. So here's the thing: in my PhD program, The dissertation was 1/3 of the PhD.
1/3.
It's a very unique PhD program. It is a PhD program in sports science. So 1/3 of it was academics, which means classroom work, which most PhDs don't get. And no offense, other PhDs are doing incredible laboratory work, which I never said I did a lot of or claimed to. But most PhDs are good to do laboratory work and good to do general interpretation and synthesis of how to do that for athletes. My program that I went to at ETSU was designed specifically to make us experts at synthesis for athletes, like actual athletes are people you're going to be able to work with and consult and understand at a deep level versus just research on a mechanistic level. And so that means we did way more academic work than the average PhD program, because when you finish a master's degree in exercise science in the United States and most places in the world, you are left wanting a lot of knowledge about what sport training really looks like in the real world. So we did like 2 years of academic work, which is highly unusual. In most PhD programs, you do like maybe some classes, sometimes not even, and you just do your dissertation.
What's academic, like just straight study?
Just so like literally sitting in class and taking notes.
You
and
still,
doing
like
tests.
you're an undergrad still.
So you, as a PhD student in many departments and regards, you are considered just a junior researcher essentially when you start. And so you just start doing research. PhD program in sports science, because sports science education in the United States at an undergrad and master's level is so basic, they needed to like teach us up significantly more than you normally would. And so 1/3 of it is academics. Another 1/3 of it is athlete coaching. So as soon as we got there, we were embedded with teams and worked, 20 hours a week every week with multiple Division I teams being their head strength coaches and sports scientists, which is such a huge deal, like legit real experience working with teams, which almost no PhDs do, not to take anything away from PhDs. So as far as research quality and throughput, my PhD is at the bottom, 5th, 10th percent, like it's bottom 10th percentile of all PhDs in related fields, for sure. But my PhD wasn't focused on that. And so my dissertation was a piece of fundamentally high quality work. However, absolutely to Solomon's credit, that motherfucker had like 200 typos and spelling errors and shit.
What's because your defense is oral?
So it's oral defense.
Were you also high when you wrote it?
Say what?
You also
That was before I really ever did edible marijuana. So no.
I know he likes to get high. That's why.
No, yeah. I can't write shit when I'm high, bro. When
Apparently, you can't write shit when you're not high either.
Yes.
my first statement did not rule out the second.
This episode is brought to you by the RP Diet Coach app. Remember when I lost over 30 pounds and got ripped for a bodybuilding show? This is the exact app I used. You can adjust your macros your way, shift your calories from day to day, between meals, and get instant guidance when your plans change. You tell it what goals you want, and then it gives you the plan to follow. It's super easy to use, and it's built by my buddies over at RP. Jared from RP was my diet coach for my bodybuilding show, where I won double first place, so you know that it works. To get our special subscriber pricing, go to rpstrength.com/rpskinnytime. That's rpstrength.com/rpskinnytime. RP Skinny Time. Link in the description below.
So like the typographical errors were at enormous scale. And I had a really nasty error where I copied and pasted tables from my data set into the actual final document. And I copied them at an offset and never double squinted to check. And so a lot of the tables look like total nonsense in retrospect. And that's the document he got a hold of.
Like you put it in the wrong areas?
Like, so instead of copying and pasting into all these cells, I did it like a one-off offset. So a bunch of the numbers almost all the numbers are total nonsense.
Yeah.
And so basically what I have to do is go back and recopy stuff, spell check the whole thing again, not spell like formatting check, citations, APA style and everything. And then it is a fairly not revelatory dissertation, never claimed it was. And it is just a totally fine dissertation, because it takes it from a passing grade to like okay, kid, you did all right, passing grade. And the thing is, I did make, I think, one joke about I have a PhD in the shit, what would I know? And that, I have like a fucking attitude online, and I'm totally aware of it. And I can be kind of a cunt.
Well, that's part of your personality, and I think what makes you enjoyable to watch.
100%. And so like, there's this fine line between being genuine and being super polite all the time. And I don't always tread that fine line super well. Always genuine, but maybe too genuine sometimes. Look at that. Am I the most humble person you guys have ever talked to?
You're up there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
up there for sure.
Pretty.
Very inspirational, even.
Oh my God. What is it?
I need more humility.
Am I brave? So brave. So it's a fine piece of work by itself. With all the typographical errors corrected, it would be super, super dope. And that's kind of the situation. So at first, when I sort of came to understand that this criticism had been rendered against me, I totally wrote it off because Mr. Solomon Nelson has excellent contributions to YouTube and to general knowledge, but I've never seen them because those videos don't do super well. And I'm aware of the fact that he has his multiple videos just basically talking that shit well within his realm. But if you, as a creator of note, watch videos about you of people just talking that shit, it's like you don't learn much, and it's kind of like gets you down a little bit. And so everyone's like, don't read the comments. If I spend time watching hate videos about myself, I would do almost nothing else with my time. And I'm not so special. This is true for almost every person on YouTube who's gone over
people in the comments sometimes.
Everyone got hate videos.
Everyone loves us. Everyone loves us.
And then I think folks who didn't know that Solomon was doing this in maybe some combination of bad faith. Like, he just really wants to take me down, which is totally cool. But that's not for me to deal with. People were very eager about a response. And so the response I gave was incredibly sloppy and half-hearted because I was like, fuck them. And then people are like, no, you're a piece of shit. And I'm like, oh my God, I am a piece of shit.
Are you referring to your Instagram post?
Which one?
The recent one where you talk about maybe a couple of days ago where you said that you had made corrections on your original dissertation, resubmitted them to the archives and stuff like that?
Yeah, a plan to resubmit. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Which is isn't that the kind of the right thing to do? Okay. His methodological insights were his methodological insights were, I think, I just disagree with him. So I think that it's fine on that term. But his typographical insights, formatting insights, were really good. I'm like, oh my God, I never noticed that because I finished my dissertation like most people do. I was fuck, thank God that's over. I never looked at it again. And he's like, hey, you just did a bunch of typos and shit. And I was like, fuck. So I 100% intend to correct every single one of those. Yeah, so it was cool. So it was
don't do it. Don't do it. You don't need to. What do you care? You did it 12 years ago. Who gives a shit?
Well, okay. So that's actually a really good response to that whole thing. Yeah. At the same time, man, why have something out there that has a bunch of it just irks me. That's the part that irked me the most. I'm like, damn it, I miscopied that table. Fuck. And so I'll correct it 100%. And also, here's the thing. I'm not fucking beyond criticism. And I'm not beyond reproach. I'm just like a regular asshole who has a PhD. And you know what I'm saying? That's it. So I'll make the changes. I love it.
But I also feel like you have such a big body of work on YouTube now.
And just a big body.
What is that old shit? Who gives a fuck?
Well, I think the way to red team that, like you're doing, is okay, Slow Clap, you criticized a doc, my first piece of writ large scale academic work 12 years ago. Congratulations, Slow Clap, you're the fucking man, scuzzy bitch move, right?
That there alone is going to get clipped. Talking head video.
Yeah, people clip my shit out of context. It's great. Fucking clip away, fellas. We clip all the time. It's all good. On the other hand, to his credit, if there is the understanding that my PhD is a part of the credentials that allows people to take me seriously, then it is nothing wrong with criticizing the backstop to my credentials. Mike says he has a PhD. Let's look at his dissertation. Also, the thing is, most people, and I think he's from Australia or something like that, most people in Europe and Australia, they have that other style of PhD where it's the dissertation is functionally 90% of your PhD. And so even though technically you're only graded on the oral defense and not on the document.
So he values it way different.
So if my dissertation was that big of a fraction of my PhD, every question he's asking is fucking right on. How did this pass?
But it also wouldn't have been like that because the advisor panel would have been like, oh, there's all these grammatical errors. Instead of being like, oh, the oral presentation was really good. Submit the paper. You're good.
Yeah, well, so you submit the paper and then the graduate school gets back to you with grammatical stuff. And we went back and forth a few times, but I think in the end, it's really just on me. So what I did was I had an almost final version. And then I think I edited a earlier version. I cleaned that up on to make sure the tables were formatted correctly, not content-wise, because I fucked that up. And then I submitted that. And so that really is just a giant mistake. It's a giant mistake that no one ever pays for because that dissertation was a document I was just like, okay, this is a fine document. And when it came time to be where do you want this to live? I'm just like, yeah, internal archive only. So actually I have no idea how he got it. I don't even know if it's ethical for him to have that document in policy grounds. At the same time, of course it's cool that people see it. It fucking really happened. So right on. And so it was never meant for public distribution. So I was like, bleh.
And that's where the confusion came between Dr. Milo's his copy of the dissertation versus Solomon's, right?
Some of it. Because basically,
did you do this on a typewriter?
It was before typewriters.
Because I'm like, if you did this on Word, you didn't notice the squiggly red line underneath?
So there's not. So for example, one of the typos is sense instead of science. Sense is another word, but you won't pick that up. And so the dissertation is 125 pages long. It's exactly the kind of thing. Like on the one hand, the typos are like fucking lame, and Solomon's right. On the other hand, like if I took Solomon's work 12 years ago and looked for typos, people would rightfully consider it a fucking scuzzy.
When they get a hold of my Santa letters, I'm fucked, dude.
Dear Santa,
couldn't
why
spell
do you
shit.
never come to my family?
That's how I feel. Do you think Kim Kardashian should go back and remake her sex tape now? Because she's so big. Let's go look at your original work.
The angles suck too.
Is it up to par?
But honestly, like, I think I gladly accept any and all criticism. 100%.
I can tell, dude, because you've been glazing this guy the whole video. You're like, he credit to him. He's a good dude. All this shit. I'm like, holy shit. My enemies can go fuck themselves.
That's how I feel.
If I like, I've played that out in my head. If I see Solomon as my enemy, where does that take me? He is a gentleman who makes YouTube content, like, and it's about me. Like, is he my enemy, or in a sense, is he right? I don't think it would.
But see, that's because you're an educated man, and I'm not.
See, I love that. I love that because that's the most amazing, PC, and humane way to respond. And when you guys check back on part 2 of this, we're going to get the not politically correct responses that all of us would probably give.